Yeah, I couldn't resist. I held off as long as I could, but I had to get pegboard. I know it's a cliche. All these do-it-yourself guys gotta have pegboards. Well, I'm one of them now. First one's in. I cut some little wooden spacers, like so, and now the clips and the hooks fit right in. Nice one. A quick tip, if you're ever going to drill a hole in plastic, like plexiglass or something that could break or get out of control really quick, just stick the drill in reverse and it'll take longer, but you'll be able to drill it without shattering it or causing it to go nuts on you. Now watch it make a liar out of me. If you've ever drilled plexiglass, you know that it can break and suddenly crack and come to pieces, and then your work is pretty much destroyed. But if you go in reverse, that takes care of the problem. A thing of beauty. Yeah, fun stuff. I think that ought to do it. This is my latest harebrained scheme. You know me, got too much brain power for my own good. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a wheelbarrow and tried to carry a rake and a hoe or a few yard tools with you to whatever you're doing, and now it'll be easy. And you know how they fall all over the place, and then you end up leaving half of them halfway to your task. Yeah, fun stuff. It doesn't have to be all that strong, but man, that will come in handy. And I'm just farting around here in my little workshop on a Saturday night. Not a bad way to spend the day. Did a lot of yard work today. Fun stuff. I've got plenty of candy. Yeah, not a bad day. Man, this is some crazy shit that's happening to YouTube, isn't it? I'm almost to the point where I think I will, as soon as I get around to it, open some other channel, another channel, or possibly a little blog website or a little web page or something. I think it's about time to take control of my content to a small extent, and that way I can just post links to wherever it is, even if it's a torrent or something, and that way I might actually be able to put a song or a little bit of musical content from. But the way everything is with the corporate media, even if it's some song from 1950, it's almost certain to be copyrighted. And then here come the flags. Yeah, it's no longer a friendly environment. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, pretty lame, isn't it? Well, maybe later on, possibly tomorrow, I'll redesign this friggin' pressure washer. This thing is a bitch to carry around. Let me get this scrap metal out of the way. I plan on buying a welder soon, so I'm saving little pieces of sheet steel or steel, various pieces of steel, so I can weld things together, and that will be cool as can be. Yeah, but anyway, this thing is a pain, man. Dragging this thing along, I mean, you have to lift it up, and then when you lift it up, the thing comes in and rolls up on your feet. Man, it's a darn good pressure washer. It does excellent work, and it's a pain to drag it wherever you need to go. You end up usually kind of dragging it on its feet and then cutting big gouges out of the lawn. I think I'll move these wheels back here, and then that way I'll be able to just tilt it back and roll it as if it's a hand truck. That's the plan. Yeah, real interesting stuff, I know. So yeah, that's the main deal. I think I'm going to open up a little web page or a small blog somewhere, and basically take a little bit more control over my content. Yeah, you like my pegboard? Every mechanical geek has to have a pegboard for all of their stuff. Good times. Later. My dad was just out here raving about my creativity and saying how awesome it's going to be to utilize this wheelbarrow with the tool rack. I honestly think that a big part of the reason why I have this weird, very clear imagination, I think part of it is those Legos he bought me as a kid. And I was building all kinds of things with those. Yeah, much fun. And I believe that those Legos, as I was working with the Legos, they were building something behind my eyes. And that is a big part of why I'm a mechanic. Yep, if you have a son, buy him Legos. Later. Man, I love having a house. When I was living in the condo, I didn't have a lot of storage space, so I ended up having to buy various things just for certain projects that I was working on. I'd always have to run to the hardware store and buy all kinds of stuff. But now, I mean, I've got shelves for everything, man. Cabinets with organized tubs for various categories, painting, drywall, tile work. Man, it's awesome. I love this. Figured I might as well throw a little paint on it and make it look a little less shade tree mechanic. Yeah, liking it. Masked it off. And I had the paint sitting right on the shelf. Good times.